Hello and welcome to day 15 of VEDA. Today is actually going to be a video response to my friend TheAdventuresOdBri. She did a video on nicknames and I thought I would give my 2 cents on the subject. I have found that nicknames can be a positive and a negative. They can be fun and damaging, actually. So here we go. My first name is Stephanie, and it is a long word, so it has been shortened tons of times. I have had friends call me Steph. I have had family call me Steffi. I have been Steffers. I have been Steppy, which is very similar to the not so pleasant nickname that I was called in elementary school, Step on Me, which is kind of clever. Stephanie, Step on Me. It's actually very close. So whoever came up with that was really thinking hard about calling someone a mean name. My parents called me Bean and Peanut, which are pretty usual, I think, for nicknames for babies. I think it's because of the size and shape. Not totally sure. I never minded them and answered to them freely. The first problematic name that I ever had was in elementary school. The attendance sheets, the letters were all spaced out and there was only like 7. So Stephanie didn't fit. I think the first 4 years of elementary school, the first day of class, my teacher always asked if Stephen was present. The number of times I fought the urge to scream, "I'm a girl!" I can't even count. But you know what? It's okay because that didn't really stick. When I was older, I was given a hurtful nickname due to part of my appearance, which I'm not going to say because this is the internet and people are kind of a-holes here. But it stung probably more than anything else that people called me because there's kind of nothing I can do about it and I love myself. So the person that called me that can kind of bite me. When I was in my 20s, I had a few different nicknames. I had a good friend who nicknamed me Six due to a similar trait with the best friend of the main character of the show Blossom. Her best friend Six tended to talk a little fast, which I can do sometimes. Okay, most of the time. I really kind of have to think about it to slow myself down, especially when I get excited about something. As time went on, he decided to add a last name onto it, and I was SixBubbles for the remainder of the time that we were friends. We're still friends, we just don't really see each other anymore. But I liked SixBubbles so much that I used it as my Twitter handle, and I used it as other handles and usernames on the internet as many times as I could, just because it's kind of unique, and I think it fits me, and I kind of am SixBubbles. I went by Six for so long in that circle of friends that even now, if I was in public and someone said, "Hey Six," I would probably turn around just as quickly as if someone said Stephanie. Also, in my early 20s, my dad remarried, and one of my stepsisters is also named Stephanie, which of course you can imagine never caused any confusion at all. I adore my sister Stephanie, but it was very confusing for the two of us to have the same name. So, in the beginning, I became Big Steph and she was Little Steph because I am older and slightly taller, so I literally am bigger than her. But as years passed, I kind of started to dislike being called big. So, we decided that the Big Stephanie, Little Stephanie thing needed to go. I don't think it's totally gone away completely, but we have replaced it. Due to an old kind of like inside joke, at least to myself, I recommended that my family just call me something completely different. Steph can be Steph, or Stephanie, or whatever, and when we're together, I'll be Veronica. I know, that has nothing to do with Stephanie, but I do respond to a Veronica as well, which is not weird. The lucky thing is that Stephanie lives in New York City, and while I miss her like crazy, it does cut down on the number of times we're in the same room together, and therefore the name confusion is lessened a little bit. So now that I think about it, I've had a lot of nicknames, some of which are family names that only siblings or my niece or someone call me, and I like it when people refer to me that way. Some nicknames have been kind of hurtful, and when I hear them, I kind of cringe. Some were kind of necessity to differentiate myself. So, call me Stephanie, or Steph if we're close. Just don't call me Steven, or step on me. I feel like as long as a name is attached to something positive, it doesn't matter if it's your name or something even close to your name, as long as it makes you feel good inside. I wonder if you guys have any similar experiences with positive nicknames and negative nicknames. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. I'd like to thank Adventures of Bri for giving me the idea for this video. I, again, will link her somewhere in this space and also in the description. I hope you're all having a great day. It's snowing here, but amazingly, my day is still going really well. I kind of love Mondays. I guess that's all I have for today. I will see you tomorrow.
You just watched Stephanie talk. Don't forget to tell her what you thought. Share and like, maybe subscribe. Stephanie was